Alrighty then, back once again for another reaction. This time it's MLP, Season 7, Episode 21, Marks and Recreation, which is a very cute play on Parks and Recreation or something. I never saw that show, but I heard it's popular, so... But then again, when is popularity a good measure of something? But you know what I mean. The general sense of, hey, that's pretty good. But never been one to look for shows. Like, if something comes to me and I like it, I'll probably, oh yeah, I'd sit down for a few episodes of that, but then I never do. I need to actively seek something out and demand to watch it for me to actually watch all the way through it. Kind of how I got somewhat interested in Rick and Morty, but then I pursued it, and then I binged all 3 seasons. And like with MLP, Anthology got me interested in the Pony series, and so I then chased the series and blitzed through Season 1. But, you know, sometimes that doesn't happen. I don't get that urge to jump forward and grab a series and digest it. So, I don't know how that could relate to the episode, but I know that it's a CMC episode and that it involves Rumble in some way. And I know there's a song at some point, and that is because I'm subscribed to Astrum Spark, so maybe I well, no, I'm going to be caught up, so it's no point unsubscribing now. But I'm subscribed to Astrum Spark, and he uploads HD versions of songs after they've aired, and he's usually very quick about it, so there was nothing I could do. I just saw that there was a song from this episode uploaded to his channel, that it was that unavoidable, except if I'd have already unsubbed, but I always forget that he posts the HD versions of songs, so what can you do? So that's about all I know about this episode. It's CMC, there's Rumble involved, and there's a song involved. But aside from that, I know nothing. So, of the things that we've been doing with the CMC, recreation makes me think of playing, like, you know, exploring more of how they can just do whatever they want now. You know, we've been camping, that was fun, but this makes me think that we're going to be revisiting the camp that Applebloom talked about setting up. I know this season's been very good with the continuity, especially with all the callbacks we've been having lately, but I'm starting to suspect that that might be where we're going, because you think, you know, you're going away to a summer camp kind of thing, except this is like a cutie mark camp that was brought up in Fame and Misfortune, and you think, okay, so yeah, it's about cutie marks, and there's going to be recreation. Simple enough concept, I can understand that. So, I guess the only thing we have to do is, you know, see how things go wrong. Yeah, because that's the way these things go. Conflict, conflict, conflict. Let's go. No, you're cute. And there's more lemons.
Let's see how your still life's coming along, Kettlecorn.
Kettlecorn?
Well, that certainly is round. I can make it rounder.
I'm sure you
I
can.
think that's all the time we have today. We'll try something else tomorrow. But I like circle painting. And on the way to figuring out what you're meant to do, you'll find a ton more stuff you like. That's what makes looking for your cutie marks so great.
So happy.
Sorry, Every Pony. We're closing up shop. We'll have to help you out tomorrow.
You know,
if we can
when these ponies were struggling, where was their support group?
Forever. If only there was a way we could help a whole herd of them at once. That would be perfect. We'd save time and they could help each other. Just like we used to. Oh, but it'd have to be somewhere big enough to handle all those blank flanks. Somewhere outside, with tons of activities to try. Are you two
Why does it feel like a big deal for them to be using the term... Yeah, okay. Why does it feel weird for them to be using the term blank flank?
Oh, sorry. I thought we were all gonna yell that one too.
At this point, it feels like their N-word is what I'm saying.
Without it's out, singled out, the only way I do. Cause I wanna be the minority. I don't need your authority. Down with the moral majority. Cause I wanna be the minority. Stepped out of the line, like a ship runs from the herd, marching out of time. To my LP now, the only way I know.
Balloons, always a good start. You have balloons set up, and I'm in the mood to party.
Blank Flanks and Blank Flank affiliates. Come to our Cutie Mark Day Camp to find out what you're truly good at. Bond with other Blank Flanks and find out what you're meant to do together.
Hi, Rumble.
Rumble?
Oh, hey, Crusaders. Look, I can't stop. Gotta
He
meet
has
my
a
brother
deeper
for
voice than last time.
Something.
No problem. Just wanted to make sure you heard about our
He's in Boneyville Hospital.
celebrations tomorrow.
Oh, Mr.
Well,
Rebel.
What you got there, little brother?
What? Oh, nothing.
Oh,
Come on.
he's
I wanna show you
Thunderlane's
the
brother.
Patron train.
Come what? Come all. Cutie Mark Day Camp is for Blank Flanks of all kinds. Welcome, Cutie Mark.
You're
Day.
going whether you like it or not, little
Excited
brother.
to be here. Well, we're excited.
No
too.
parents, no
At
rules.
Day Camp, you'll be able to try all kinds of things. Kayaking, horseshoe tossing, circle painting. You can try them all, but the most important thing is that you'll be trying them together. That's what worked for us.
Then I bet it'll work for these little guys too.
I thought you said we were gonna go practice for the Wonderbolt's Ponyville Extravaganza show.
I'm going to Wonderbolt
Well, we
practice.
can't always get what we
You're
want.
going to Cutie Mark practice.
And we're glad to have you.
I can't believe your own brother is a Wonderbolt.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was one.
Rainbow Dash is practically my sister, and she's a Wonderbolt too.
Yeah, it's not the same as having
I know
one
she's
there
mad
in
if I'm
person.
late. Now you have a good time and try some stuff. Who knows what you'll be good at?
All right. Looks like we found the first activity of the day, the horseshoe toss.
Applejack could give you some pointers on that one.
Well, wish I could stay and play, but it's time to fly. Have fun!
Come on, Rumble. Step on up and show us how it's done. No
Indirect
way,
kiss with Scootaloo.
Whoops. Oh, I guess I won't be getting my Cutie Mark in the horseshoe toss.
This apathy.
Don't worry about it, Rumble. Hardly any pony finds their calling on the first try.
I wasn't worried.
Good, because there's a ton of other stuff to try. We'll find you
Do you
something
mind
to
getting
do.
so close to me, Miss Scootaloo? Oh. Oh, that is nice.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
This is
Whoops.
paint me like one of your French girls.
The first and last lines have 5 syllables, but the middle has 7. It's called a haiku.
Nice.
Whoops. I tried it all. Time to tell my brother this
Well-
camp isn't for me.
GG, time to leave.
Come on, Rumble. Isn't it fun just trying stuff?
Not really.
I'm just gonna go sit in the corner and listen to some music.
Haiku, Cutie Mark. And I never would have tried without Skedaddle. That's what Cutie Mark
Oh.
Day Camp is all about. Working together
I saw that blush.
But I can still come back.
I really like his mane, by the way.
Circles?
Reminds me of Rarity.
Let's all meet right back here tomorrow. Wow, I can't believe we got a cutie mark on the first day.
Yeah, you girls are really good at
Pretty
this.
swell idea. Every pony's really enjoyed it. Every pony except Rumble. He didn't have much luck with anything. Trying to find
Did you
out what we
notice
meant
he
to
wasn't
do
trying?
could be frustrating. You remember how long it took us to get our cutie marks? I remember the nightmares. Well, we can't let Rumble quit camp just because he didn't find something he's good at yet.
No, he wasn't trying.
Come back and try harder. Mhm.
Or at all. Not harder, Sweetie Belle. At all.
Hey, Rumble.
What are you all doing here?
We just wanted to.
It's free country. Do we need a reason?
Today.
Oh, whatever. It's fine.
It's not fun. It's frustrating, and we know what it's like.
I'm not frustrated.
It's okay. We've all been there, but we won't give up on helping you. We know you'll get your cutie mark. Every pony does.
Actually, I don't need your help because I don't want to get my cutie mark.
Yeah, I had a feeling. And this is completely alien to them.
I must have hay in my ears because I thought I just heard Rumble say,
You heard right. I don't want my cutie mark.
"He said it again."
Evil! Evil!
Wanting a cutie mark is like not wanting to breathe. Every pony wants to know what they're meant to do.
Not this pony.
Why?
Because cutie marks are silly and they just force you into one thing your whole life.
No.
Silly. Having a cutie mark doesn't mean you can't do other things. Yeah, our cutie marks aren't helping ponies with their cutie marks, but I still like making potions with Zakora.
And when was the last time you did that?
Oh.
I think it was, well, we've been pretty
Is that
busy
like
with
a
other
subtle
ponies.
dig at how they don't
Oh,
revisit
you
certain
mean doing the
concepts
thing you
enough?
got your cutie mark for? The thing you're stuck doing for the rest of your life?
Okay, maybe we will be doing that more than anything else. But we love being cutie mark crusaders.
Well, that's fine for you, but I'm not gonna be put in a box.
I see where he's coming
Doesn't
from,
want a
though.
cutie mark? That's gotta be the strangest thing I've ever heard. Granny always says some ponies have to find their own hay. Are you sure she didn't mean find their own way? Oh, that would make more sense. I can't believe Rumble isn't interested in getting his cutie mark either, but we can't force him. And
Thank you.
we've got a whole camp full of ponies who are interested in cutie
It's just
marks.
if he starts becoming a problem for everyone else, that it is a problem. If he himself isn't interested, then that's fair.
Here he comes. The fastest. Best elite flyer in Equestria.
But Rainbow Dash isn't here.
I was gonna say me. You're not the only Pegasus in the family, you know.
Oh, sorry, little brother. You're right. You might be the most elite flyer in Equestria someday, but for now, you should try other things too. Speaking of which, aren't you supposed to be at camp?
That camp is for losers who can't do anything.
Great. So there's no pressure. You can try everything. And
What a
not worry
comeback.
about looking bad.
I'm not worried about that. I just don't want to get a cutie mark in any of their ridiculous activities.
Well, you're still going back tomorrow. You can't be at blank flank forever.
Alrighty, cutie mark campers. That's it for jam making.
But this is fun, and I didn't get my cutie mark yet. What
Your
if I
voice
don't
is a
get
little bit
anything
deeper.
else?
You don't get a cutie mark just because you're good at something, or even because you like it. There's more to it than that. I'm real good at painting circles, but I got my cutie mark in haikus.
Which is what I like. But I'm still a blank flank like you.
So, you can't get a cutie mark in something you like?
No, we didn't say that.
You don't have to.
Rumble, you came back.
Say bye-bye to painting circles. You'll be too busy haikuing from now on.
But I
Oh, here we go. Villain role.
Come on, Rumble.
You had to overstep the mark and put yourself in the
That's
wrong,
how
didn't
cutie
you?
marks work?
Am I speaking Old Ponish? I just said it wasn't.
This must be the
Cutie
song.
marks are great, they say. Yeah, right. They make you
Ooh.
special in your way. special mark that's just for you. We'll erase the stuff you like to do.
So, no more painting?
No more haiku?
Rumble, stop! That's just not true!
So you
that was a good rhyme.
charming snakes. Too bad. Or you bake delicious cakes. Oh well.
What a waste of good cake.
Lots of things that you like to do. Well, your options get pretty stark once you got that cutie mark. Blank flanks are better. No pony to tell you who you have to be. Blank flanks are better.
I like his singing voice.
Soaring free. So listen up, 'cause I ain't lying. Don't need no mark, so why keep trying? If you like just being you, then keeping that blank is a thing to do.
Cutie marks don't limit you! They only show you what you can do!
But what if you can't do a thing? These cutie marks are frustrating.
You say there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, exactly.
A blank flank is the way for you. It's no work to just be who you are. No hunt to be some cutie star. You're perfect just being you. Don't bother with what you cannot do. Blank flanks are better. No pony to tell you who you have to be. Blank flanks are better.
I like
Keep your spirit
the style of this song.
so listen up, 'cause I ain't lying.
It's got a nice swing to it.
So I keep trying. If you like just being you, then keeping that blank is the thing to do. That's it,
Blank flanks.
Be proud of who you
Blank
are.
flanks. Oh, yeah, I love that rhythm.
Pony telling you you're just one thing. Blank flanks forever.
Pegasi love that spin towards the camera, don't they?
Hey!
Now wait just an apple-picking minute, Rumble. Where do you think you're leading our campers?
They're not
And who
your
gave you
campers
permission to
anymore.
burst into
I'm
song? That's
starting a new
our job.
Every pony on this side of the line is in Camp Blank Flanks forever!
You can't be a blank flank forever!
Well, if they want
Just
to,
the
they
kind
can.
of talk I'd expect to hear from Camp Cutie Mark, which is why Blank Flanks need a camp where we can enjoy being Blank Flanks and appreciate our blank flankiness without feeling pressured to get a cutie mark.
Now hold on, every pony.
Blank Flanks forever!
Blank flanks forever! Blank flanks forever! Blank flanks forever!
You guys do realize that the tigers live that way, right?
Has every pony gone mad? In a word, yes.
I expect some kind of compromise will be
Just can't see
reached.
what we did wrong. I thought every pony was having fun. They were until that Rumble came and made a mess of things. What are they doing now? It looks like whatever they want.
There's no water, dude.
Different from what they were doing here. Then, what was the point? Point is that Rumble is a mad pony who must be stopped.
Killed.
Calm down, Crusaders. We just need to talk to him again.
Yeah, let's not literally crusade.
Cutie marks make you special!
By putting you in a special little box.
Special!
Yelling Sweetie Belle
Sweetie
is
Belle.
something I didn't know I needed.
I think you remain calm.
She's
long
yelled
enough.
before, but this is pure rage. I love it.
Horn, you covered your cutie mark? I'm blank flank again, keeping my options open. I'm more than haikus. You just haikued right then!
Don't let them get in your head. You're an open-ended question. Blank Flanks forever!
Blank flank forever!
This is dangerously close, though not exact to Starlight.
Blank flanks forever!
Cutie marks are a bad thing. Stay blank.
You're cracking
Except,
brain.
you know, there's no equal signs involved here.
Oh no! When did I get a cutie mark in it?
Then you'll be stuck doing it forever. Blank Flanks, no more potential cutie mark activities.
Well,
I like how she knows it's fine to keep painting.
No, it isn't. It's a swell idea. We just can't seem to talk any sense into that rumble.
Nice. There was a rumble.
Maybe we can't, but I bet I know some pony who can.
Give him a good clip round the back of the head from older brother.
Let me get this straight. My little brother upended your entire camp? How an equestrian
I'm proud of
is
him.
that?
Well, it started when he couldn't toss a horseshoe or paddle a kayak or shoot an arrow or use a pencil. We felt bad that he wasn't good at anything, but now he doesn't want a cutie mark at all because he's afraid he got stuck doing something he doesn't like forever, you know?
No, I don't. Rumble's good at all that stuff.
Well, that doesn't make a lick of sense. Unless he was being bad at stuff on purpose.
I thought it was obvious, though.
I was afraid of this.
Afraid of what?
Ever since I became a Wonderbolt, Rumble's either watching me or trying to fly like me. He won't do anything else. That's why I thought your camp was such a good idea.
I don't understand. If Rumble wants to be a Wonderbolt someday, what's wrong with that?
Not a thing. But right now, he isn't even giving anything else a chance.
Sounds to me like Rumble isn't afraid of being put in a box at all. It doesn't? Nope.
He wants to be put in the one box he's got his eye on.
He's afraid he'll get a cutie mark that'll keep him from it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say this, Rumble, but Blank Flank Forever Camp is kinda
Boring?
If we want to stay blank flanks, we can't risk doing stuff.
What if I get a cutie
We should
mark
just
to be
become
bored?
monks and sit meditating all day. If you get a cutie mark for that, then you're out of luck.
The Cutie Mark Crusaders are pleased to announce today's special guest, Thunderlane.
Hey,
Meow.
every pony, it's me!
Any pony who's interested, gather round for a day of camp activities with a genuine Wonderbolt.
Celebrity power.
Sorry, Rumble, but cutie mark or not, I'm not missing out on this.
So chill. Like someday, kids. Someday. Right, well. Ah, Twilight's Castle. That's really nice.
All right, campers, it's time for our last activity of the day. A Wonderbolt obstacle course. Just like the one they'll fly through in their upcoming show, but on the ground, since not every pony has wings.
Or if you do have wings, you might be like me.
Thunderlane, aren't you gonna run the course?
Nope. I know I'm a Wonderbolt and my cutie mark is all about moving fast, but I really like to cook.
Since when?
Well, we take turns making the meals at Wonderbolt HQ. I didn't want to at first, but now I love it. I just wish I tried it sooner.
You do?
Of course. There's more to me than just flying, and I bet there's more to you too.
You see, you know, maybe if they'd have had this conversation a long time ago. Just saying.
Free through mud and dirt beats circle painting. That haiku pretty well sums it up.
I love her quirk of talking in haikus, similar to how Sakura talks in rhymes.
Obstacle course getting Rumble to come back over. Hey, Rumble, aren't you gonna do our Wonderbolt course?
I'm cooking today. Maybe I'll do the course tomorrow.
So you're coming back tomorrow? You're not worried about getting your cutie mark?
Nah, I already know I'm a good flyer. It kind of runs in the family. Guess it's time to see what other stuff I can do.
Way to go! Okay, yeah, I sort of ran out of things to say near the end because, you know, everything was like wrapping itself up and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And I was just like basking in like the overall pleasantness of this episode. It didn't really have a wow factor going for it. Aside from the song, I thought the song was really good. I enjoyed the style of it. It had me clicking my fingers. It felt really smooth. I love Rumble's singing voice. But I do think that this was one of the more forced conflicts, if that makes sense, because it's one of those episodes where there's a whole list of things that should have been obvious from the start, but that can be hand-waved by saying it's a TVY show, so I won't get hung up on that. You know, I know full well what kind of show this is. I'm not going to be some sort of snooty critic about it. You know, I'm just going to say when it feels a bit too on the nose for my personal taste, and there's nothing wrong with that. But as an episode of a show like this, it was great. Like, I wouldn't say that it tops episode 20, but yeah, and I also didn't have as much to say about this episode as some of the previous ones, but it still leaves me with that feeling that I just watched something I enjoy, which is all I can expect from this show, and I'm grateful that it delivers it to me 95% of the time. I enjoyed Thunderlane's contribution to this. He seems like a very caring older brother. It was interesting to get some facts on him that he is part of the Wonderbolt squad, but I wonder if he's a reserve or something, because he's definitely not in the main flying team unless he only joined them very recently. Now, either one of those could be true. I suppose we'll get a confirmation next time the Wonderbolts show up in an episode. If we don't see him in the main formation, then we can assume that he's part of the reserves. Unless they mentioned his specific role in this episode and I dodoid and didn't hear it. If that's the case, then I'm sure you'll let me know. But Scootaloo and Sweetie Belle had some adorable expressions and interactions in this episode. They were quite funny. Sweetie Belle screaming, like shouting, that was funny. Scootaloo had some weird ship goggles moments. You know, if you're the type of person to look at stuff like that. I've been on the internet too long, my friends. But on the whole, yeah. This was good. We're still soldiering on, my friends. I'm like not feeling as well as I did, but my spirits are still high. Rest assured that if it gets too much for me, I will stop. I am in charge of my own health, and I will stop. I promise you. But, for now, I really liked the conflict. Even though, as I say, the way it was set up and dealt with was a bit too obvious, but that's something you have to accept from time to time. I enjoyed the premise, like, the like, baseline of the conflict. Like, the whole, you know, putting yourself in a box argument. What really helped sell this episode for me was the fact that it was flipped on its head. He had his box that he wanted to be put in and not another one. That was an interesting way of bringing the conflict back around. I enjoy when shows do that, when episodes do that. And Rumble is quite an interesting little dude. I thought it was personally funny when he was barely trying at everything, but it was a bit weird that the CMC didn't realise that he wasn't trying. You know, if they'd have known that from the beginning, the conflict wouldn't have existed then. Or maybe it would, but you know. But, you know, I do like that they made sure to repeat the message just in case the kids have forgotten it by now. After all, newer generations are coming through and watching the show who might not have bothered to check out the previous seasons. Some of these lessons do have to be retaught. I know people say that certain morals and messages of the show can sometimes get repeated, but you have to think about how far apart they are, and how that relates to the general audience, the target audience. As they come through in the years, who are only going to be watching that current season as their first exposure to the show. You know, it's that kind of thing. So it is understandable. But it's a great lesson to be brought back. You know, the whole you can do multiple things. You know, you don't have to be caged to one thing. Just do what you like. Do what you like and what you're good at, and you'll succeed in life. Sometimes. In Equestria you'll succeed, put it that way. But, yeah, wonderful. Like, season 7, carrying on strong, carrying on strong. I've yet to find an episode I was like, oh, that was kind of lame, actually. So hopefully this streak continues all the way to the end, and I shall see you guys next time.